If you're like me, you absolutely love playing board games any chance you get. At home, at a cafe, even while camping. So, have you thought about playing board games at work? Is it even possible? What are the best board games to play? And what should you do if Karen wants to play? What's up, Meandering Spirits? It's Shane, and a lot of you might not know this, but I'm actually an engineer. And part of my job is to travel all around the world solving problems. But 99% of the time, I'm in the office, mostly at my desk. Thankfully, I work with some incredibly talented and outgoing people. And during our breaks, we grab our lunches, pile into a conference room, and play board games. They're a fantastic way to clear our minds and to recharge for the afternoon grind. Over the years, we've played a lot of board games. Some are quick, while others are complex and drawn out. Some have definitely become favorites. So, why not share mealtime with your coworkers, except Karen, and try one of these 5 workplace and office-friendly board games? Okay, before I share my list of my top 5, let's go through some of the qualities that makes a board game perfect for the office. Well, the 4 aspects that I look for in a board game that's great for the office include the following. Number 1, quick setup time and takedown time. I mean, it makes sense. You don't want to be spending precious time fumbling around with pieces or complex setups. Number 2, it has to be easy to learn. Not all of your coworkers are going to be board game keeners, so something that is easy and quick to pick up is extremely beneficial. Number 3 is fast game dynamics. Some games take forever to play because players take so long for their actions and there's a lot of room for delay. What we're looking for is simple and quick actions. And number 4, a 60-minute or less playtime. Most lunch breaks are 60 minutes at a maximum, so we're looking for board games that fit within that time constraint. Although all the games I'm going to mention are perfect for the workplace or an office, they're also great for at home or at school with friends and with family. All right, so let's get into it. Number 1 on my list is Monopoly Deal. Monopoly Deal is a card-based board game that is just as competitive as its older brother, but at a fraction of the time and cost. It's loads of fun with virtually 0 setup time, which makes it a perfect candidate for a workplace game during either a lunch break or another short break that you might have. The goal of Monopoly Deal is super simple. You just have to collect 3 complete sets of properties. That's it. Each player is dealt 5 cards, and on your turn, you can pick up 2 cards and then play up to 3 cards. These cards can be either played as properties, cash in your bank, or action cards. Some actions cause you to steal other players' cards, some actions ask for rent for your properties, and so on and so forth. It's so easy, kids as young as 8 can learn how to play. And unlike regular Monopoly, you can play this game over and over again. Gameplay is about 15 minutes or so. Overall, the low setup time, simple rules, and high replayability makes Monopoly Deal a fantastic option for the workplace. And unlike classic Monopoly, you don't have to wait 3 hours or ruin a friendship to see who wins. Well, maybe. All right, number 2 on my list is Survive, Escape from Atlantis. The point of the game is you have to get your players off an island which is sinking into the ocean, much like Atlantis, as well as it's about to explode due to a volcanic eruption. Seems easy, right? Well, toss in a few sharks, whales, and sea serpents, add in a little sabotage, and you're in for a really, really fun and exciting lunch game. The game setup consists of shuffling up these hexagonal terrain tiles and placing them on the board. These terrain pieces create the island, and on the island you're going to be placing your meeples. Now the interesting part about these meeples is that underneath each meeple is a number. These numbers are important for scoring purposes, but you only see these numbers at the beginning of the game when you're placing your meeple on the island. The goal of Survive is very simple. All you have to do is get your meeples off of the island to the land at the different corners of the board before the island volcano erupts. However, on your way from the island to safety, there's a lot of hazards in the way. Like I mentioned, there's sharks, there's whales, and there's sea serpents. Some things can cause your players to be removed from the game. Other things can aid in your rescue of your players to safety. So it's up to you to manage how you work either with team members or on your own to get your players and your meeples from the island to safety. Survive Atlantis isn't really a cooperative game, and it usually turns into a very competitive one. the unpredictability of your opponents, as well as the at times cutthroat action makes Survive Escape from Atlantis an intense board game for the office. All right, so number 3 on my list is Carcassonne. One of the reasons why I love playing Carcassonne is because setup is so fast. You just take out the scoring board, pick your meeples, and then shuffle these game tiles. That's it. Once a starter tile is placed in the center of a table, each player then takes a tile randomly and tries to connect at least one of the sides to a side of the terrain tile that's already on the table. And you must do this without creating a logical fallacy. For example, in this case, there's a little road here, and the terrain tile that's already here doesn't contain any roads. So I cannot connect this road end to the tile that's already there. However, there's this grassy portion that I can connect. You can then place one of your meeples onto the tile you just placed. Now there's different rules for how you can place these meeples. I'll leave a link to the complete rules in the description below. Now you can get points throughout the game if you connect different things together. For example, if you complete roads, if you finish castles, or if you complete the area around a monastery, and each of those has a different amount of point that's associated with them. The game ends when there are no more tiles to be played and the player with the most points wins. One of the main reasons I absolutely love playing Carcassonne is that the tiles and how you place them are so random game to game. No game is similar. You can end up wreaking havoc on your opponents if you place tiles in a specific way to basically mess up something that they're trying to build. There's also additional challenges and opportunities presented from the expansions, so I highly recommend getting those as well eventually. All right, so number 4 on my list is Coup. This game is all about deception and deduction. You're gonna have to lie, cheat, and steal your way to victory. That's only if you don't get caught though. So to play the game, you shuffle up the character cards and you give every player 2 cards face down. Players then look at their cards in secret. Now each character card has a specific advantage or disadvantage, and it's up to you to either pretend to be a specific character or apply the rules to your character on your turn. Some characters allow you to block the actions of other characters. So it's all about managing what other people think you have, as well as using the cards that you have to your advantage. Throughout the game, you can also collect income. Once you have 7 of these coins, you can initiate a coup. Basically, you can force one player to give up one of their cards. A coup cannot be stopped. And basically, the last player with a surviving character card wins. The reason why I like this game is I know a lot of coworkers and a lot of people out there love to bullshit. This game is a perfect opportunity to put their money where their mouth is, almost literally. So, bluff and befuddle your way to victory. Coup takes your poker game to a whole nother level. And that's why it's a riot to play in the office. Last but not least, at number 5 on my list is Codenames. Now I have the 2-person version of this called Codenames Duet. The full version of Codenames isn't really geared towards 2 players. It's more meant for 4 players and up. So if I say universe, spider, camera, stone, what's one word that can connect them all? Now, if you're thinking Marvel, then you would love Codenames, and you'd be a great partner to play this. So to set up Codenames Duet, you basically take these word cards and you arrange them in a 5x5 grid. A spy map is then selected at random. This spy map is dual-sided, but each player can only see their side of it. The whole point, and this is a cooperative game, is to reveal friendly spies. The friendly spies are indicated with green squares. And it's also imperative that you avoid the black assassin squares. Once an assassin square is revealed, the game is lost. Now, to reveal these tiles, you have to give 1 number, 1 word clues. So if the friendly spies were on cards such as camera, universe, stone, spider, and I would give a 1-word clue, I would say Marvel 4. And hopefully my partner will clue into that those 4 cards are related to that 1-word clue, and we will reveal 4 friendly spies. The reason why I love Codenames is that it's not a really intense game. It's great for large groups because it's so simple to explain. And it forces you to think kind of outside of the box and really get into this mind meld with you and your partner. Honestly, Codenames is a great way to build communication one word at a time. It's a scientific fact. Board games can increase productivity, efficiency, and morale by up to 17%. Individual results may vary. Regardless, you can get to know your coworkers better and take a well-deserved break to recharge. So why not enjoy a coffee, a sandwich, and a little friendly competition at your next lunch break? What board games do you enjoy playing? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe for more board game related videos and check out meanderingspirits.com for more travel, outdoors, and board game articles. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.